Welcome, KENGAN Omega. KENGAN Omega fans. KENGAN Ashura fans. KENGAN fans of all lovers, fighters, and everything in between. It is time for us to rank all the characters. Not all the characters. The title is a little misleading. We're ranking all the fighters that I could get together. Shit, shouldn't have done that. I got a deep cut on my knuckle there. From working for a living. So, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? God damn it. I hate, you wear sunglasses on a video and still somehow you get shit in your eye. I don't know how that's a possibility, but somehow shit happens. But yeah, we're going to be ranking all the main characters that I could possibly come up with. I basically took two tier lists, two of the top tier lists from Tier Maker, and I combined them. I saved the images myself on my computer, and then I just added these characters in. So this is probably the most amount of characters on any tier list you guys are about to see. I did get rid of some characters that I had no idea who the fuck they were, and I just read Ashura and I still don't know who the fuck these motherfuckers are, you know what I'm saying? So I went, alright, we ain't gonna rank them, so, because the unknown tier would be weird, anyways, we're gonna sit back, we're gonna do this. Patrick Ramsey is already in here saying, what are the rankings based on? Oh, this is power scaling. I should actually 100% change that. Let's go. Ranking all characters. Power scaling. Ranking of all characters of KENGAN. There we go. There we go. Changed the title. Made everything look super sweet now. We're power scaling. We are power scaling 101. We're doing who the fuck beats the shit out of who. We're doing the toxicity. We jumped into it. We did the Reddit format. We said Tumblr, Discord, Reddit. We've lost. We've lost the battle. And we're about to win the war. We're going to win the war by making the definitive tier list, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to do. That is exactly what we're going to do. And once again, god damn it. How the hell do you wear sunglasses and you get something in your eye the moment you start streaming? I mean, how is this even a thing? I feel like I'm making it worse, not better. Anyways. Alright, so let's go down the different tiers. So yes, we are power scaling the characters. We are 100%. Otherwise, obviously, Yamagohan would be like, even Jackie himself cannot compete with Yamagohan. We can all agree on that, alright? Jackie's great. Jackie's top 5. But Jackie does not compete with the greatness that is Yama goddamn Gohan. We can all agree on that, correct? So there's no reason to scale characters without power scaling them, because Yama Gohan just gonna win. He's Kazi the Fisherman. He's Kazi the Swift. He's Kazi the goddamn man is what Kazi is. Kazi has so many epithets, it would make a KENGAN fighter's head spin. Okay? So we don't rank Kazi. And if we're not going to rank Kazi, we don't rank anybody else. Right? So, but once again, we all know Kazi would win. Yamagohan wins every goddamn tier list. There's tier lists that have Kazi at the top, and there's tier lists that are wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. But you have to learn from your betters, people. Let's go. Okay, so, without further ado, let's go underway with, where are we going? What are we doing? Alright, so, our first the top of the top, the heap of the heap, we have Jackie and Joe. Obviously. Obviously, Jackie and Joe. Because we know that JJ up in here, Jay ain't gonna lose. We know that Jackie is still top tier, no matter how many people. Listen, I'm a beard fan. I love my beard. I love my beard. I love the beard. I love beards. But even the beard has not shown to me that he's on that level. So we know we have a whole other tier for the JJ. We have Jackie and Joe. And why is it JJ? Why is it JJ? Because, people, Shen himself has said that you are probably the only guy who would beat me because I really don't want to punch you. So if Joji and Jackie really fought, it would probably be a I'm holding back, you're holding back, I'm holding back, you're holding back. One of them, as Shen himself admits, I really don't know. I might just let you kill me sort of idea, right? So this is why we call it the Jackie and Joe tier, because these two are on top of the verse. They are on top of the verse. We put them there because the only man that we know of that can absolutely can kill the connector and he'd be fine with it is Joji. So we call it the Jackie and Joe tier. Now, do I put Joji in that tier? No, this is only for Shen. However, it would be a disservice, ladies and gentlemen, to not say it's the Jackie and Joe tier. I think too many people, too many YouTubers are not giving the due credit where credit is goddamn due. So, that's our first tier. Then we have the top 5, the S tier. Now, will this actually be top 5? Probably not. There'll be more people in this one. But this is our S tier, the top 5. The top 5. Then we have the best of the best. We'll make them better to get them into S tier for A tier. Then we have the winners for B tier. We have the fighters for C tier. We have the street thugs for D tier. We have the punks for E tier. We have the losers for F tier. Then we have I just don't goddamn know. We have the unknown. We have the unknown tier. Alright? So those are our tiers, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody feeling about that? By the way, we have 6 people in here. No likes. What's going on? What did I do? Patrick says, what if Chiba copies him, though? If Chiba copies Joji? Oh. I feel like the same thing that happened when he copied, when he combined Formless and Salat from Roland and Agito, and it just went to shit, so. Yeah. That's what I'm going to assume would happen. Dragon's Rage. Oh, I haven't seen this man in a minute. I haven't been here in a while. Hey, man. Yeah, you have not been. What's going on? What's going on, my guy? How you doing? How you doing, man? Looking good. Nice dress. Nobody's going to get that reference. I am so goddamn old. Anyways, we're going to jump right in, and we are going to, because this is more of a VOD thing, I decided to do it as a live stream, just because it'll be funnier if I have a chat that builds up. If they don't, it's fine, whatever. I was going to make a recorded version of this anyways, but this way, it's more off the cuff, and I get away with a lot more shit on a live stream, so I can be like, well, live stream, whatever. Okay, so JC said, what about the beard tier? Did you not see the Jackie and Joe tier? God damn it, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I mean, yeah. The beard tier is basically top 5. The beard tier is pretty much top 5. Alright, we're going with that, JC. Beard tier is the top 5 tier. The Jackie and Joe tier is basically Shen. And Yamagohan, obviously. Tro goes Shrek reference. Thank you. See? This man fucking gets it. This man fucking gets it. Let's go, people. References. It's funny. Maybe. I try to be funny. Alright, so first things first. Adam Dudley is up. Adam Dudley is up. I hope this is translating well to the thing. I don't do tier lists that often. But yeah, so Adam Dudley is the first one. I'm honestly going to put him at the lower end of... You know what? He's a winner. He's 100% a B tier. But I'm going to put him right now as the top of fighters. He's C tier. C tier is not bad, people. C tier means 70% and above. Alright, so we're going to go down the caveat right now so nobody gets confused, okay? Because people have a problem with the 1 to 10 and the 1 to 5 power scaling, alright? And the letter system, okay? We're going to do this Canadian style. We're going to do this by the numbers and logic. I know it's crazy to use logic and power scaling and the toxicity that comes into a community, but we are going to use this. So, S tier means above 100%, meaning perfect score, okay? 10 out of 10, right? A is 90% and above. So anywhere you get a 92 on a test, you get a 94 on a test, you get a 98 on a test, A. You get a grade of A. 80 and above, B. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? So between 8 and 9 is B. Between 7 and 8 is C. Now, if anybody got a 75% on a test, would you say they're shit? No, you would not. You would be like, alright, you're not great. Certainly not bad. You're good. You're pretty good, right? C tier is not bad. And once again, I feel like we are going to move Adam up from B tier. This will fluctuate. But right now, I'm going to have to put a few gatekeepers to decide on how I'm going to rank who is truly a winner versus a fighter, right? And then same with D. D is like, once again, 60 and up, and then E, you know, like, just note that, people, is that an F is meaning a fail. F always meant fail, meaning below 50, meaning you didn't even meet half of the criteria. If you meant 51, it meant E. People forget E. Everyone goes, somehow we had this magical S appear at the beginning of the alphabet, and we forgot the letter E, and then we, you know what I mean? But no, I'm not doing that shit. We have S. We're going to make a magical S tier in Jackie and Joe, but, well, Jackie and Joe are beyond S. They are the cream of the crop. They are the mwah. They're the Kevlar to every bulletproof vest. Then we have the S tier. Then we have our A and blah, blah, blah. But we did not forget the E tier. We did not forget. So, we have Adam coming in strong. I think he's going to end up in B. But for right now, we're going to keep him a gatekeeper for C for the moment. Now we have Okoye. See, now, Okoye, to me, I mean, justice has to be at least B. You know what? He's going to be a gatekeeper for B. Honestly, we got two gatekeepers right now because clearly Okoye would beat Adam. However, see, both of these could be low versions of a tier above of what they are right now, in my opinion. Okay. Alan Wu. Alright, so Alan was the weakest, supposedly, of the 5 the Wu-Hees. And we know they're strong, but Ryan ripped this motherfucker in half. I'm going to give Alan the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say that he's at the very least the top of C tier. I'm going to say he's at least the top of C tier. You know what? No, I'm actually going to put him at the bottom of B. Because just because he got destroyed doesn't mean that he was not dangerous as fuck as a fighter. It'd be hard pressed. Yeah, either top of C. No, for right now I'll put him top of C. And I feel bad for Adam here because could Adam beat Alan? Could Adam beat Alan? That is the case. That's the question. We didn't see enough from Alan. That's the problem. Since we didn't see enough from Alan, I'm honestly going to go this. I'm going to put Adam above Alan only because we didn't see enough from Alan. And I'm giving Alan a lot of... I'm giving him a lot of points, realistically. Because we saw him one time, he got shredded. It's more the talk. It's more the talk. You know what I mean? Hard there. Hard. Let's check in with the chat. What does the chat think here? So let's see. Dragon said, Adam is Cosmo's son. I mean, no. Adam is Cosmo's uncle. Tro said, bro, I got a 38 and thought it was good. I mean, alright. Cool. Dragon's Rage said, me personally, I would put him at the high end of the Street Thug tier. You would put... really? Patrick said, isn't the difference between the two is that winners have on-screen wins against someone and fighters who don't? No, I arbitrarily named these tiers for the lols. I didn't actually constitute the tier names with anything specific. I still use the letter grades because YouTube is weird. George says, Justice Man is a low B, high C. See, I put him... I mean, once again, I put him B, but you gotta remember, he beat Willem. John Cedric Stantos is in here and says, just being a woo makes him strong. Exactly, that's my point. So he can't go below C, even though he jobbed Orion, but that's okay. Patrick says, I would put Alan unknown because his only feat is having one of the best panels in the manga. Fair. Alan has removal. Fair, says JC. I mean, this is what we're talking about, people. See, this is where things... Already, we only have like 3 goddamn characters on the list, and we already are sitting here going, what do we do? Yeah, so you know what I'm going to do? Could Adam beat Alan? Probably really high diff. I'm actually going to put Alan at the bottom of B. Because, once again, removal and all that shit. Yeah, and I think Okoye could beat him. Could Adam? Probably not. So now Bando. Now Bando has a very unique ability. Bando has an extremely unique ability. He's not a martial artist, however. I'm thinking Bando high C tier. You know, because, yeah, did he make Hatsumi sweat? Sure he did, because Hatsumi's it was literally the worst type of fight. It's sort of like how they explain Purgatory. It's like a C list can beat a B tier because of the wrong compatibility. So, realistically, Bando as a fighter, actually, he's more top of D tier, because outside of close range combat fighters or Aikido, judo fighters like Cosmo or Hatsumi and stuff like that, Bando could be taken down quite easily. I'm going to put him at the top of Street Thugs. Carlos Medel, easily in A tier. Easily in the best of the best. He is... both he and Gao Lang are proven to have pre-initiative and the inception of intent, but it doesn't matter because they're so goddamn fast. They are foresight killers, the pair of them. They can break out of pre-initiative, meaning they could hit Kuroki, goddamn, the Beard Gensai. That makes them dangerous as fuck. They are obvious A tiers. Now, Chiba. Honestly, I want to root for Chiba. I really do. Gotta put him in punks. I'm sorry, people. I have to put him in punks because his showcasing. He was like, I have Agito and I have Roland. I'm combining both of them at this Salat Formless one shot. If he had kicked the shit out of Ryuki with that, I would have been like, oh goddamn, this guy's dangerous. But we have 2 on-screen losses, nothing to show for it. He's got to be a punk. Is he a loser? No, we have worse people than Chiba on the list, but oof, I don't know. Now, Cosmo. He's B tier. He's the top of B tier. Cosmo's a guy. Cosmo is up there. Cosmo is very strong. I think Cosmo could beat... He already did beat Okoya, so that's proven. And I think Okoya could beat Alan Wu. I think Cosmo did beat Adam Dudley, so he's beaten 2 of the ones below him right now. And could he beat Alan? Probably. Like, Alan's very hard. Realistically, he could go to unknown, but we're going to rate Cosmo as the top of B tier. Now, Edward, oh, fuck. So we know Edward's in the S tier. Immediately, we know he's in the S tier. But, yeah, we know Edward is in that top 5. He's in that S tier level category. 100%. 100%. So let's see what anybody else is saying about it. Patrick says, I would put Alan unknown because his only feat is having one of the best phantoms in the manga. Alan has removal. John says, Bando is probably low B if his tusk is not known. D if already revealed because he lacks skills. That's why I'm sort of putting him in D tier right now, you know. Dragon Joy said, why do you gotta do my man Chiba like that? I mean, I know, but he literally had the 2 best, like, the king of both. The king of Purgatory, king of the Kengan matches, combined both skills, went, whoa, and got fucking destroyed in one hit. It was like, oh my god. Like, it was not cool, man. It was not cool. Like, I like Chiba. I want to put him as, like, high C, low B, but I cannot do that. Patrick said, I think Bando is way higher because to beat him, you have to at least A tier. Hatsumi is one of the strongest fighters, and even he was sweating. If someone like Okubo or Seki was to fight Bando, they lose. I don't think they lose, in all honesty. I think Seki and Okubo could beat him because they would rush him, take the hit, then beat his ass. You know what I mean? But they would take heavy damage doing so. But I agree, Bando's scary as fuck. That being said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to raise Bando up to C, and I'm going to put Chiba up to D. That's what I'm going to do. Edio. Now, this is old-ass Edio. I'm going to put him at... Could he beat Medell on his own? We're talking fight to the death. We're not talking Purgatory bullshit rules. I'm going to put Edio above Medell for right now. Yeah, old man Edio at the time he fought Edward. Could he beat Medell? I mean, he's an assassin, so as a combatant, we're keeping him A tier. We'll have to discuss the order later. He's definitely A tier. Falcon, I hate Falcon. Falcon fucking sucks, man. Falcon is a fighter. He's a fighter at best. Bando would kill him. Adam would kill him. If he didn't use his cheap ass fucking poisoning fucking people, he'd lose. So, no. Falcon's shit. Faye. Alright, Faye. Faye is S tier. I'm kidding. He's A tier. He's definitely A tier. I think Carlos would be able to beat him. I do think Edio would beat him. I rank Carlos very high. I know we only saw one fight from the man, but he also recognized the difference between his weight, and he's changed his weight since. So I think current Carlos would give Fi, even Divine Demon, a run for its money. And once again, you have to understand that if the usage of Divine Demon is going to kill the opponent, I don't count that as a W, because, yeah, he might beat Carlos, but if he dies, is it really a win? Carlos survives, Waka survives, Edio survives, and yeah, so no. Fi is great because he killed himself, but I mean, you could argue that about a lot of characters, so I don't know. I could say Ryan over just about anybody being like, removal, I don't give a fuck, right? So I do forget who this guy is, so I'm going to put him in the unknown for now. Anybody remember this guy? Not really sure who that is. So this is Gilbert. Gilbert, obviously he's S tier, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. Hanafusu, it sucks to put him here, but he's obviously... He's a punk. He's obviously a punk. He's not a fighter. There are people that are actual losers. He might go down into loser tier. Unfortunately, Hanafusu, if we're talking straight up, once again, it's why Edio, because Edio, we're not talking, he's not allowed to use the gas, okay? You take away the gas and the bombs and the bullshit, Hanafusu is not a fighter. He immediately goes to E or F tier, okay? And Haru, I'm so upset that Haru didn't get into, back to his main form that we knew him as back in Ashura by training with Seki for 2 years. That was such a fucking flop on Sandro's part. It pisses me off, and he's a street thug. He's 100% a street thug. Yeah, 100%. No, in fact, I'm putting him in punks. I'm putting him as the first loser, actually. He's a loser because the man can't stop fucking eating. He eats all the calories, does all the workouts, and still can't fucking lose a goddamn shred of pounds. Fuck this guy. Fuck fat people, man. Yeah, I got no time for that. Let's see. So John says S tier prime easily. Yeah. Bando should be higher if we allow killing. Once again, I'm sort of debating the whole killing thing. John said Falcon is C and that poison sucks, not gonna lie. Patrick said, how is Fi not S? Because to beat S's, he'd have to kill himself. How is that a win? He couldn't even beat Waka. Waka made him kill himself. To tie with Waka, he had to kill himself. So that means Waka's got to be S plus by that logic. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't count the whole idea of going out of your way that you literally end up like, okay, if I throw 3 more punches, I'll have a heart attack and die. But to beat this guy to a tie, I need to throw 3 more punches? No. Throw 2 punches and lose like a man. Like, fuck that shit. No, Phi is not S. JC says, Carlos is a glass cannon. If Edio touched him, he's gone. That's why Edio's above him. Dominique says, JC, you are 100% correct. Carlos is a glass cannon. Skilled as hell, but built like a feather. But as I already discussed, guys, we already said that he is, by the way, thank you guys very much. 10 people in here, but only 5 likes. Hit that number. Hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you. But remember, Carlos admitted the moment he beat Gao Lang, he was like, shit, being this lightweight is not good. I need to find the proper balance. So what he's going to try to do, and current Carlos is actually weighs about 10 to 12 kilos more than the one that fought Gao Lang. So he's probably actually even better than what he was. Dranger said, I mean, in his prime, Edio S tier. Yeah, in his prime, Edio is fucking above everybody in his prime. We're not talking prime. We're talking old man. I don't think he beats anybody in A or B tier and anybody in a straight up 1-to-1 fight. I don't know about that. You know, ignores the anybody in the last part. That was a typo. I like the video, by the way. All right, thank you, my guy. Thank you, Dragon Strange. See, this guy, he's here for me. All right, so, all right, once again, Phi is an A tier because, once again, beating an A tier and dying because of it does not make you A tier. Or does not make you S tier. No S tier is going to beat up an A tier and die by beating up an A tier, okay? So you can't be an S tier by losing to an A tier and dying as a result. So, sorry. Phi, the fact that Phi's in A, you know what? He might just go down to B for that comment. Now that being said, Hatsumi Sen is up next. Hatsumi Sen is up next. And this is gonna be controversial as fuck, but I'm going right there, ladies and gentlemen. He is above 5 because you know what? He already knows about the Nico style. He can counteract the Nico style. And, yeah, actually, I might put him actually above Carlos. I think that Edio might be able to give him a run for his money, maybe. Edio's a weird one. Edio being here as an old man is weird. But I got Hatsumi easy on in the best of A. Now this poor bastard. Once again, I don't actually think he's that great. I'm putting him in B tier. I think Masaki is not nearly as good as everyone's making him out to be. He's clearly below all the fighters listed there. In fact, if Adam or Bando kicked his ass, I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, he stays at the bottom of B for now. He might go to the top of C. Oh, this guy. He's a fucking loser. Even beyond Haro. The bounty hunter who thinks he's going to actually do something next chapter. Yeah, no. The Icy Emperor himself. He is above the Falcon. He's a fighter. He's above the Falcon, below Bando. He's a fighter. I know people shit on Homura. I know people shit on this man, but Rio's he's actually not that bad. He got one-upped by, in all honesty, probably would have done better against Gao Lang than Kaneda did. So, really taking his spot was not a great idea. But, yeah. And he's only improved. Even, I mean, we have to take this with a grain of salt, but Zai G even said, like, I thought he was only a second string legend. Why is he so goddamn strong? And, yeah, so there we go. Hollis. Top of C? Bottom of B? Bottom of B tier. Bottom of B tier for Cure Clan Hollis. Alright, this motherfucker is, yeah, he's a street thug. He's not worth much. He's a street thug. He's not worth much. Inaba, unfortunately, I would give him, I mean, as a fighter, just, I hate to put him below the Falcon, but maybe the top of street thugs. Inaba, he's not that great. He's not that great. Ugh. Hate you that. I don't even remember this guy. Is this the dude who works for Rahito? Because, yeah, no. He goes in the loser bracket. Same with... Who the hell is this? He's unknown. Don't know who this is. G? G is actually... Okay, so we're going to put G as... right above Falcon... because he can actually fight when he puts his mind to it. He's such an odd one to place. It's like Edio. It's very hard to place. You know what I mean? That's a hard one to place. Joji. Joji, once again, we already have the Jackie and Joji part, and he has an honorary spot there, but how would I actually rank Joji? I think Joji is probably... Could he beat Hatsumi? Yeah, probably. Could he beat Erio? Yeah, you know what? Joji is probably S tier. We haven't seen enough from him. He's definitely S tier. Could he beat Gilbert? Yeah, probably. So I'm going to put Joji right there between Edward and Joji. I think, you know, this would be one of those, like, out of 10 fights, he could maybe beat Edward. He could maybe beat Joji or Gilbert. I'm putting him in the middle of that just to, you know. But Joji, from what I understand, is so goddamn good. Like, Fist of the Secret characters are supposedly on another level. So I'm giving that the due respect that I'm supposed to. So. Alright. Let's see what people are saying. Spadex said, "What's up, Griever?" Hey, Spade. Said, "I see you are dipping into the pool of power scaling." I know. It's a vast pool. I'm drowning, my man. I don't know how to get out. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I got a Charlie horse from doing that shit. Oh, my God. God damn, I can't even do a fucking pun without this shit. Jesus H. Christ. Alright, you guys are going to see a whole lot of leg for a minute. Ah, god damn it, son of a bitch. Spade, I'm old. Don't make me do puns. Don't make me do visual puns. God damn, son of a bitch. I gotta do more yoga. God damn it, son of a fucking whore. Alright, so, yeah, actually, that goddamn hurt, motherfucker. I was gonna literally fall all the way down, and that shit just gave me a Charlie horse in my back of my thigh. Holy fuck. That hurt like a motherfucker. God damn. Fuck you, Spade. Like Spade had anything to do with it. I mean, he did, but. Dominius said, "I respect your 5 point. Thank you." Spadex said, "Hatsumi a buffet?" Oh boy. I mean, literally, what would Fi do? Like, redirection kata, great, but Hatsumi has both. He's got the best pre-initiative in the verse, plus his Kaido is better than the redirection, and if he can beat Oma's redirection, Fi can't do shit. John said A is a comfortable spot for Sen. Hope we get more of him in the future because he fumbled hard against Fang. True. He fumbled so hard. The worst fight. I think we can all agree the worst fight in all of Kengan, Hatsumi versus Agito. Because all it did was make Sen look like a total bitch. I've already spoken on that so many goddamn times as to how it was totally rigged and unfair for Hatsumi, because he literally, Hatsumi would have kicked the shit out of Agito rounds 1 and 2. 100%. He would have literally no-diffed him. Low-diffed the fuck out of him. The evolved form, yeah, he was unprepared for. 100%. But I'm just saying, the one that fought Okubo and the one that fought Gao Lang, Hatsumi beats. That's all I'm saying. Anybody disagree with that, you're fucking idiots. There's just no way. And yeah, I'm very passionate about that. I'm so passionate about that Hatsumi fucking Agito fight. God damn it. I'm so passionate about that. Because I will go on a fucking 2-hour rant about how fucking right I am. I will go on that rant. I will Edward Woo you guys. I will sing you fucking people into coming into my way of thinking. I will do some Republican Trumpster level shit. Oh God. Yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to be evil. Yeah, never mind. See what I did there? Vote for Harris. Let's see. So, John said Homura's style is damn great though. It was beautiful seeing the movements in the anime. Yep. Dominus says Homura should be higher than Alan Wu. Grew up on the inside, adaptable, and just oozes sex appeal while kicking ass. Fair. I mean, once again, I'm not disagreeing with that. I like that blowback. Like respect for real. I like the respect. Let's go. Dragon said, I mean, the fact that the bounty hunter guy is even in the tournament shows that he's somewhat of a high level since only the best of the best are in there. But he's the best of the best of a promotion that had nobody else in it that we care about. So what do we care? If he had beaten the legend, I would talk. Patrick said, if I hit Carlos like how he was hitting Waka, he's definitely sending him out the ring. Once again, would he hit him? Carlos and Gao Lang both can beat pre-initiative level speed. He'd never hit him. And if the ring outs aren't an option, he would still get knocked out from those hits. I mean, fair enough, but I don't think he could hit Gao Lang or Carlos, because Carlos could dodge Gao Lang, and Gao Lang can beat pre-initiative. So Fi ain't going faster than pre-initiative, faster, foresight, killer, faster. I just don't see it. Waka doesn't have it, as far as we know. Waka's just pure strength. Spadok said, Fist of the Seeker characters were busted. Currently, though, honestly, get outscaled. Really? Okay. Well, but Shen said that Joji might be able to beat him. Spadek said, I mean, Waka was doing no damage to Fi. The only reason Fi died was blowing himself up. Exactly. But Waka was surviving his hits. So how damning are the hits? Waka kept getting back up, throwing himself against some supposed miracle child, still tied him, and the guy died. So I'm saying that the guy who has no pre-initiative versus the dude who can literally kill pre-initiative won't be hit by the blood bullets in the first fucking place. That's my argument. By the way, thank you guys for 12 people in here and 8 likes. I appreciate it. 100,000 Even the Charlie horse that fucking Spadex gave me in a visual joke that wasn't all that funny, and now I have a fucking Charlie horse. It's so sad. It's incredibly sad. All right, so let's get back to it. So, all right. Once again, this is my list, guys. So I mean, you can have your influences, and I'm willing to listen. But okay, Jose. I am so mad that we still don't have a rematch with him and the Trader Fang. I'm gonna put Jose below Adam. In all honesty, the man lost to the Trader Fang twice and got literally like wrecked where he was hospitalized for months, and all he did was break his arm. Yeah, I don't know why they introduced such a cool character like Jose and did nothing fucking with him. That bothers me. One of my favorite, they gave him a whole cover. He's cool. I like his character. We had a new wrestler. Would have been awesome to be part of the gang, and they just forget him. Like, fuck. Can't stand that. Okay, Julius Reinhold. I'm gonna put him right there in A tier. He's not S. He's grown. Maybe actually I'll put him above Carlos to make people happy. But I honestly think that, once again, you could interchange a lot of these things. We've seen from the current fight, if you have the mastery of martial arts, you can defeat Julius. Hatsumi, once again, actually, no, I can't do it because Carlos and Hatsumi both have mastery of martial arts. I do think Julius, Waka overwhelmed Fi with undisputed power. Julius could do the same and Fi would die, so yeah. I'm definitely putting Julius below master level martial artists, but I'm not going to put him below Fi, who died to Waka. That just makes no sense. Gerota. I think we have another S tier. I don't think it'd be fair to put him below anybody in A tier. See, Edio's a weird spot. I wish I didn't have to rank Edio because Edio's weird in that he's not in his prime. In his prime, he's up there fighting against the Connector, for God's sakes. The version that we have now is like, okay, what can he do? We don't really know. Almost want to put him in unknown. Yeah, because having him as the gatekeeper is fucking weird. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put Edio in the top of unknown because it's too unfair, because I'm like, Edio could probably kill Gerota. He could probably kill Gilbert. He could probably do these things. It's like, God damn it. So, yeah. I don't know how strong to rank Old Man Edio, so, like, I tried. I failed. I'm just going to put him in unknown for now. And Hatsumi will be the gatekeeper to A tier. So Hatsumi could probably beat Carlos, can probably beat Julius, can probably beat... Yeah, I agree with that list. His Aikido is stupid. Actually, he could probably beat Jirota, but... Actually, no. No. Jirota is one of the worst opponents for Hatsumi. So Hatsumi would probably lose to Jirota, not because Jirota's a better martial artist, but because Hatsumi also needs to grab, and with swing, Hatsumi can't do it. So, yeah, this is actually making sense. Jirota's swing makes Hatsumi unable to defeat him. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, now we have Justin. Justin would... so far, right around here, maybe beat Hollis? Maybe? He's a winner. No, we're going to put him at the bottom of B. We haven't seen enough from this man. He beat a guy who's like, I put in the loser tier. We have no idea. I'm going to put him in B tier because Okubo thinks he's top shit, but yeah. The Medicine Man I'm going to put as a punk below Hanafusu. Kanade I'm going to put as the top of the Street Thugs. No, actually, he's above the Falcon. Fuck that fucking Falcon. I'm going to put in low fighter, and I'm going to put the Falcon at the top of Street Thugs. He's the gatekeeper to the Street Thugs now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. And Agito, obviously, is 100% S tier. Gao Lang is now currently, obviously, now in the S tier. Now, where do we rank them, however? Could Agito beat Edward Wu? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This. Yeah. That's the current ranking I'm going to go with. It's going to be controversial as fuck, but I think I'm going to go with it. I think Agito can currently beat Edward Wu, Gao Lang, Joji, Gilbert, and Jirota. And I also think that Gao Lang is now S tier. With his current match showing that he can beat Jirota, yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna get shit for this one. See what people are saying. Oh, the chat's a little bit popping off. Let's go. And we got 10 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. So where did we leave off on? Dragon said, yes, Griever, let the power scaling consume you. Let the power scaling consume you. Bag says, hey man, do them yoga stretches. They help. Do you like that hairy leg? Do you like that hairy leg on stream? Let's go. We're doing yoga today, people. And I cannot bend like that. Jesus Christ. Maybe Spade's got a point. God damn it. But yeah. Yeah. Yoga stretches definitely would help. Yeah. Shit. Dragon's Rage said, nah, Griever's old. He might dislocate some joints. Yeah, I probably will. I probably did. Spade said, Jose should have gotten a glow up, maybe part of the Supernovas or something. Yeah, like he should have been included as part of the Supernovas. Exactly. Thank you, Spade. 100%. You're thinking my language right now. Dragon said you can defeat Julius by simply having him do a drug test. I mean, honestly, we've already had this. It's called Drago from Rocky in 1988. It's 84, whatever. Rocky 4. We did this already. It was bullshit. It was such bullshit. Dominus says, I didn't even think about that at Spade X. Zoche should have been a part of the Supernovas. 100% yes. Such a good idea. Until Julius develops muscle-based martial arts, he should be below skilled, powerful fighters. Spade said, wow, Prime Erio against Connector? Don't agree with that one, Chief. No, I mean that he would actually, like Kuroki, would give him a run for his money, is what I mean. You know? Because even Shen said, like, that Kuroki guy, he's pretty close to what I wanted. Prime Edio said that Edward Wu would be child's play to him. So I'm saying that Prime Edio would be able to give the Connector a fight. I'm not saying a great fight, I'm saying a fight. More so than anybody else. That's all I'm saying. Patrick said, Fi only died because he was overusing the form, which he didn't need to use because he was very easily handling him prior to transforming. I don't think he was. I reread that fight literally like 3 days ago, and honestly, he wouldn't have tanked the blast score, and he would not have been able to do all the amount of damage he did to Waka without Divine Demon. That's the difference. Is that people say, oh, he was overexerting himself, he was doing this, he was doing that. Yeah, but the amount of output, the strength output, is the only thing that was doing damage to Waka. Waka wasn't getting hurt until he used Divine Demon, realistically. So, yeah, all the incurring damage that Waka took was due to Divine Demon. So he had to turn it on. Otherwise, we have a fight. So, don't give me that shit. Waka withstood Divine Demon perfectly good. So I don't agree with that assessment at all. Dragon's Rage said, the fact that Kaneda hung with current Hatsumi in a fight should be ground for a higher ranking. I mean, yeah, but that was once again because of the foresight thing, so that's situational more than anything. Spadic said, okay, but the whole child's play thing was Edio's subjective opinion stated by Sandro. I mean, fair enough, Spade. John said, so Edio is peak cure as now, and Ryan or Gilbert is approaching that tier. That's what I'm going off of, yeah. Spade said, is the Edward Wu character file. Dominus said, new Agito is close as I think of any of the fighters of Shen Wulong currently. I still say Kuroki Gensai, but alright. Alright, so now that we've got all that underway, let's go back to it. So, alright. Once again, I've taken Edio out of the rankings because, yeah, it's just hard to rank. I will give... Alright, I'm going to put Kaneda right above Adam as a result of the comments. Not wrong. Pretty good analysis there. Pretty good debates we got going. Once again, I am willing to, comment section. You guys, live stream. You guys are allowed to change my mind. And I think you did with the kind of this stuff. As far as everything else goes, no, I'm still pretty happy with everything else because, yeah, I'm still pretty happy with everything else. In all honesty. All right, Kata. Love my Fisherman Santa Claus, but he's the top of D tier. He's a street thug at best. He's a street thug. Unfortunately, he's a street thug. He's better than these guys. He beat all these guys. I do believe that, but yeah. Gyozan, mid C tier, maybe? Right around here? Yeah, probably. I don't know why this is the Kiryu Setsuna panel, but oh my god, he did so goddamn well. Like, holy shit. See, my problem is, would he beat I don't think he would beat Hatsumi. And I don't think he would beat any of the S tier fighters. I'm going to put him... This is going to be controversial as fuck. Setsuna goes in number 2 of A tier. It doesn't mean he's weak, people. Remember, Julius is below that. Let's just keep that real, alright? I'm putting him above Carlos. But once again, Hatsumi knows the knowledge. And once again, like Kuroki said, if you know about Blink, if you know about Rakusho's palm, you can dodge the Koi. The Koi style isn't that impressive if you know about it and know how to defeat it. Hatsumi knows about it. Or it's implied. He knew about the Nico style. He knew about everything. You tell me he knows about the Wu Clan techniques. He knows about this. He knows about that. He doesn't know about the fucking Koi style. I would argue that if they were to ever fight, he would immediately do a Kuroki and be like, I already know. And once again, even if he didn't know about it, he's seen it. Because he was part of Cat and he watched the match. So he knows about Blink. He knows about Rakusho's palm. So, I'm going with, Setsuna cannot beat Hatsumi. He can probably beat Carlos, Julius, Phi, yeah. Can he beat Giroda? See, once again, now we're doing 1v1s here, and it's hard to rank them based on that. But, yeah, Setsuna is obviously a top-tier fighter. I just don't think he's S-tier. You guys are going to hate what I rank Tiger Nico. Koga. Alright, this son of a bitch. Our supposed main character. He's a winner? Right around here. I think he's mid-B tier. Hasn't shown us they can beat anybody great. This guy, who was Koga's rival and all that shit. Yeah. He's not a punk, but he's in Street Dogs. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't even know who this guy is, so he goes in unknown. Oh, one of Seki's guys. Alright. Guy immediately goes to, I want to say A tier, bottom of A tier, because he's one of like Seki's masters. All the masters have to be at least A tier, because they wouldn't be their masters if otherwise. This is one of like Seki's like mentors, so he's obviously as good or better than Seki. Same with this motherfucker. Who, once again, from what I know about him, immediately I'm going to put him right above Setsuna. I'm thinking that Kuroshi is, can beat Setsuna. Yeah. Didn't Sandro say one time that if he had fought in the Cat, he would have went to the semifinals? Or something, easily. So, I'm going to go with that. Let's see. So, Trojan says, Agito is closing in on the beard currently, but the beard is going to continue to improve and keep the gap. Like, that's the thing. We haven't actually seen the beard at full power. The beard went in, fought the connector, did more damage to the supposed god of the universe than anybody's done on screen, period, past flashback or whatsoever. And he went, and the connector went, yeah, listen, man, next time, why don't you try using your full power? The man held back against the god of the universe. I don't give a fuck if Shen was using 1/10 of his power, 1/100th of his power. The fact that this man strolled in there and said, hey, God of the universe, I just want to test something. And held back. Nobody's touching that until I see otherwise. I'm sorry. The beard is number 2 until I see otherwise, okay? Shen himself, like, how many times, like, I'm sick of this fucking agenda against the beard. How many times do we need to see when Shen, the beard, and Sandro himself basically say, Kuroki's the fucking dude? You know, until we just accept that Kuroki's that guy. Right? You just need to accept it. I'm not saying that he's on that level yet. I'm saying, at the end of Ashura, he was top dog, and he went, I, Kuroki, am still green. And he trained during the time skip. He trained. The man has only been improving. And we didn't see a single new move from this man. I'm just saying. Man's good. Man's good. So where was I? I gotta check up. It's hard with these sunglasses. God damn it. Dragon Trade said, I will always fight for my boy Kanata to get respect. Well, I upped him a whole tier. You're good. Or I put him at the top. Spadex said, Curdio is so damn lethal, it's crazy. He is lethal against so many people. But if you know the techniques, he's not as scary. Patrick said, Setsuna is my favorite spelt wrong character, but he's not beating Fai or Hatsumi. But he can definitely beat Carlos and Julius. Also, with Hatsumi having foresight, he should at least be S tier. I mean, see, I put Hatsumi as my gatekeeper right now. Jason said, Setsuna wouldn't be able to touch Carlos. See, that's my opinion too. See, Carlos would know about Blink. Or even if he doesn't, once again, Foresight killers would not be dissuaded by Blink. Setsuna can't move fast enough. Dragon said, come on, Griever. Do you see Koga beating anybody in the tier he's ranked in? Anybody in B tier has had more impressive showings than him? Never mind beating them, having a close fight with them. And I stood. Well, let me double check. I'm sorry. Did I piss some people off? This is so sad. Let's see. Koga. I mean, yeah. It sounds good in theory to put him in B tier, but, yeah, actually, let's put him... Actually, we gotta put him at almost the bottom of C, because, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I think I rank Koga's MC energy way too high, now that I think about it. He's way at the bottom of C tier, now that I think about it. Thank you for that, Dong, you know. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Alright, so we have Kuroki the Beard himself. Obviously, the top of S tier. Will not be surpassed. Actually, where's Shen? Where's Shen? We'll just put him right up there at the top. Why did I grab this random asshole? Grab Shen. Alright. So we have Shen up here at the top. And where's Jerry Tyson? The man, the myth, the legend. And also, we're missing one other character. I need to add him. But we have Shen, Jerry. And we need Yamagohan, but I don't see him. So we're going to have to add him. We're 100% going to have to add him by the end of this. But yeah, so we have, in the Jackie and Joe tier, obviously we have Shen and Jerry Tyson. 100%. We have Kuroki. I'm sorry, guys. He will not be surpassed. The beard is number 2. You guys can tout your whole Luhan agenda and Gilbert agenda and all this bullshit, and I'm just going to sit back and go, I do not care. God damn, I turned that heater on and now it's hot as balls in here. God damn. Leonardo, I wanted him to be great, and now I know he's like middle. He's better than the Falcon. Fuck the Falcon, but he's a street thug. He's nothing. Rahito has actually evolved. I want to say that Rahito is the top of B tier right now. He's transcended. He's gotten to that point where he's not losing. You know, like he's that guy. Lou is right around Okoye level. Just, I think Cosmo could beat him. I do. But I think Okoye could also beat Lou. So yeah, we're gonna go B tier with that. Lou 10. In full form. I hate to do this, but in full form, he's got to be A tier. I know, people are going to call me crazy, but he gave Agito a run for his goddamn money. Agito didn't no diff that. Agito high diff that fight. Meaning, it was a challenge. And yeah, he had to go all out to do it, but I'm just sitting there like, I'm sorry, I don't see anybody in B tier having an easy time against this man if they went into that purgatory fight. That's all I'm saying. Now, Lu Han. Alright. This motherfucker. This is going to be the controversial pick. This is going to be the weird one. I put him right about here. And everybody's going to call me crazy. They all called me crazy for letting him achieve his perfect form. And I tell you what, no one's going to tell me, especially Goku. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Nappa? How dare. Anyways, Team 4-star references aside, my reasoning for this one is that Luhan has not actually showcased us. He showcased us that he's top tier, but not anything crazy. He got bitch slapped by Shen and survived. He managed to do the whole principles walk through people, which Oma noticed. Outside of that, as we've established, guys like Hatsumi and Setsuna and Cosmos Master, all 3 of them would be able to take the Inception of Intent to the up degree. I don't think they'd be caught unawares by this motherfucker. Then you have Swing, Gilbert, Joji, Galen. Like, no, I just don't see it. I don't see it. So many people say he's number 2 because of one offshoot fucking comment by Shen. But that offshoot comment by Shen was not about power scaling. If somebody would fucking use reading comprehension, they would recognize he's the man closest to me. As in cloning people. If you were to take that context, right, and understand that Luhan is the closest to me, as in genetically, biologically, he's the closest clone. He's the closest they got to me. Doesn't that whole conversation take on brand new meanings? Because he even says, even if he got all my memories and all my techniques, still couldn't beat me. Not even come close. In the same fucking chapter, he says, Kuroki Gensai is close to what I'm looking for. Does that not tell you that Luhan, closest man to me? However, if he had everything I got, still wouldn't hold a candle to me. But that Kuroki Gensai guy, he's pretty fucking close. I Reading comprehension, people. I can't help you if you can't follow the bread trail, if you can't connect the dots. It's not in my nature to spell it out 1,000 goddamn times. Actually, it is in my nature to spell it out. So I'm spelling it out for the 1,100th time. Yeah, Luhan ain't that great. People misunderstood the panel because of a poor translation or the way it was translated. All it means is that he was the closest clone to him. Yeah, he's powerful. He's A tier. Easy. But he's not beating Agito. He's not beating Kuroki. He's not doing that shit. We have no evidence of that fact. We have one throwaway line that, once again, I just fucking diffused 100%. I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I'm saying that I've just put the seed of doubt. The one line that everybody uses to say that Luhan is number 2 is subject to interpretation. And if you don't accept that, that's on you. Now, Mark Myers. Above the Falcon Street Thug tier, below Leonardo and Karo. Meguro Masaki. Honestly, I didn't think it was that great ever, but I'll give him the credit that people think he's due and put him C tier. I mean, he got his ass kicked. He fucking died. He showed up and died. In fact, like, Hayama, like, why do I have him so high? Hollis would kill him. Justin's weird. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch this. I'm going to put you here. Hollis, you stay there. Hayama, you go, like, here. Meguro, you go, like, right around here. And Justin, you go here. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. Because once again, everyone said, oh my god, he's such a prodigy. He's so great. He's so great. And Wichita was like, bang. Fuck it. It was like an Indiana Jones thing. It was like, oh, I have all the moves and blah, blah, blah. We can have a wet fight. And bang. Done. Done like dinner. No problem. Okay, so that's the current lineup. I'm going to go take a leak. You guys let me know how wrong I am in the comments. And then we'll get right into that. Yeah. 100%. Because I want to hear you guys' opinion. 100%. Because it did change my feelings about my C tier picks. So going forward, I'd like to hear more of your guys' opinions. 100%. Gotta turn that heat down. That shit is lit. Alright. So, let's get underway. Alright, let's see what the fucking chat is saying. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so, let's see. JC, everyone knows Koga is not the MC. Fair enough. Trojan says, "'Tis what I am saying. The beard is going to remain above everyone until someone like Oma can rise to match the connector. Because of everything he learned from Kuroki, and most likely we get pointers for it." Fair. Trojan said, from Shen Wulong. Dragon said, "Wait, Griever. I feel that throughout the entire list, we haven't been asking the crucial question. Can they beat Goku?" No, they cannot. Actually, there is one who can. They call him Kazi, the Goku Killer. And he is known in select circles as Yama Goddamn Gohan. And he can defeat Goku. 100%. Yama Gohan absolutely can. God in the Grave says, "Big Griever in the building?" I'm not that big. I'm kind of... Yeah. It's kind of sad. I'm average sized. Spadex said, "Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Luhan placement." No, Griever, I'm going to go hard disagree with you. Closest man is when he was talking about power. Alright, you can hard disagree, but I think that's full of shit, because at the end of the day, he said, like, oh, he wouldn't hold a candle to me without the power. So just explain to me, Spade, how is it that when you gave him the whole spiel of, even if he had my memories and stuff, he still couldn't hold a candle to me conversation? But he was like, Kuroki Gensa is pretty close to what I'm looking for. So, how do you differentiate between the two conversations? I'm actually asking. That's all. But I have had there's no indication that Luhan, once again, it's like when I play Xian, you guys are getting pissed too. But until I have information, I ain't going to place these guys above shit. They said, we can look at the chapter if you want. We can. Gunny Girl says, a.k.a. Kenny Omega. Kenny, 100%. JC says, using Luhan Principal's feat is like using Erio's feat of creating a crater after finding out his granddaughter has a crush. Exactly. Like, his skin was literally falling away. Like, how are we really going to use that? And what does it mean? Like, Mutaban, Tarashi noticed it. Tarashi. Do I put Tarashi from Purgatory, Bishamon, B-tier gladiator? Do I put him in S tier because he, above everybody else, noticed that fucking Luhan was doing principles? No, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. I do agree with JC with that one. That's a good comparison. It's like we have feats, actual fighting feats, but then we have showcase. We have badass moments that don't actually showcase what they can actually do. Actually, I'm making a whole video about that because the whole Shen stopping Galmokaku's spear thing has happened multiple times in Ashura in multiple aspects with the Nico style, and nobody blinked an eye, and now all of a sudden it's impressive. Just because Galmokaku, for some reason, forgot that everybody can do it. Patrick said, if we have no evidence on Luhan beating those guys, then why not put him in unknown? Because with respect, we know he's strong. We know he's powerful. So I'm putting him in a relative, what I believe is acceptable until we know more, right? Unknown is meant for the characters where it's like, it's impossible to place them. Like, we have no idea. They could be shit, they could be badass, they could be anywhere in between. That's what unknown is for. Or unknown is also categorized as characters I've completely forgotten about and I have no idea who they are. That's what unknown is for. Grave says, Justin above Okubo. No. Spadex said, Shen has said multiple times when talking about Luhan, that's not me. No. He said that's not me, not about Luhan, so okay. But Shen doesn't view Luhan as him. And when so Oma and Ryuki are little genetic clones as well. No, he said that Oma was not him one time. Meaning that, and he never said that about Luhan. Spade, man, you are a fountain of knowledge and I love you, my guy. But that is not what has been said. Give me page number, give me chapter quotes. Give me that shit and we can talk, but no. No, he said one time to Count Mukaku that, why don't you go after Oma? And he said, why are you obsessed with Ryuki, not Oma? And he goes, Oma is not me. That is literally, that's the one time he said that. If there's a second time, I'm willing to say, yeah, I'm wrong. Spadex said, also depending on interpretation, Sen says that Yan and Fu would all die in a 2v1 if they went after Luhan. Yes, but Yan and Fu are also, and trust me, when I rate them, you ain't gonna like that either. They're overrated too. So, Spadex said, Yan, a guy who was stated again by Shen to be a benchmark of who could beat Mukaku. Once again, see, that's the problem. Mukaku's the issue here. Because Mukaku, who was surprised by Shen stopping his spear thrust, which was done by literally Nico in a flashback in Ashura. Fucking blocking bullets. I'm not impressed by that. The fact that Mukaku was surprised by that is what everybody uses, but everybody forgets that in Ashura, Nico literally went, oh, indestructible, boom. Whatever. To bullets. The fact that he stopped Mukaku's spear, the fact that it surprised Mukaku is the problem. It shouldn't have surprised us, the readers. We're at fault. Sandra's at fault, but we're also at fault. That was bullshit. That made no sense. I've been compiling all the Ashura footage to make it clear that the whole Mukaku, the whole Shen doing this to the spear is not out of this world crazy. Because it's not. Reread Ashura, people. It's not that crazy. People are doing crazier feats. People have been breaking concrete walls with Waka's face, Julius, in round 2 of Ashura before this shit happened. Oh, so it's okay to break a dude's face with a concrete wall halfway across an arena. He survives, not only survives, is conscious and still beats a guy's ass, but stopping a spear is weird. Like, no, don't give me that bullshit. Spade said, alright, I'm done with the rant. Sorry, no, that was not a rant. Dude, you need to go like 15 minutes for it to be a rant. Spade, I want a fucking essay for you to call it a rant, my guy. Trust me. I love arguing with you. You might not think it, but I love when you comment and you're like, listen, Griever, I love watching your videos, but you are fucking wrong. And you go on a whole fucking 3 paragraphs. I love it. That gets me up in the morning, my guy. You keep going. You do your thing, Spadex. You do your thing, man. Because unlike people who are just like, no, you're wrong. You know, oh my God, I do not want to sound like that fucking Republican idiot. Unlike people who basically type away and they say, you're wrong because I disagree with you. Because I do. You actually go out there and you go, here's why I disagree with you. Because we have seen, as of chapter this, and this, that this is what happened. But you actually explain as to why you disagree with me. You don't sit back and say, no, you're wrong because I don't like that. You come at me and you go, hey man, listen, I love your content. I respect your opinion, but I think you got this analysis completely wrong because of A, B, C, D reason. I can still disagree with A, B, C, D reason, but at least you presented them to me, you know? So, yeah, no, you go off, my guy. Go off on me. I do not give a shit. Well, I do give a shit. I like it. I think constructive criticism is how I take it. I think it's fantastic. Dragon's Rage said, do you still have that bar in the basement? 100%, but the basement still is unfinished because I have no money. Spadek said, Shen said if Luhan has his memories, it would be incredibly close, but Shen would still win. Ah, yes, he did say that. Good correction. But it said, chapter 250, page 6 is when he says incredibly close statement. Yes, he did say that. He did indeed. He didn't say Luhan is not him, but he did say, yes, it would be incredibly close if he had his memories and stuff. JC said, Hanafusu should be higher. Kengan rules state if you carry a weapon, you get disqualified, but if you smuggle it in, no one gives a shit and let them see it. So under Kengan rules, Hanafusu A tier. By that logic, Hanafusu Shen tier. Because he could literally, as he said, I can gas the whole island and kill everybody. So, nah, I don't do that. Spade said, yes, he says it's not me after Shen backhands Luhan and Yen says, isn't that self-harm? He said, I can't find the page, just give me a sec. Okay, chapter. Yeah. He said, isn't that intentional suicide or something like that? Didn't he say that? I'll check it. I'll check it too. Chapter 237, you said? I will double check that. Because he said, isn't that a form of abuse, like to yourself? They were making a joke about it. I do remember that. But I don't think he said it, well, it's not really me. But I don't think I would take it as me, you know, in that regard. No, I haven't. Foods on my name. I'm a direct reporter of the head. Reminds me of Luhan. Boom! Hits him. I mean, he's your own clone. Yeah, he said, aren't you going a bit overboard? I mean, he's your own clone. So wouldn't that be self-harm in a way? You really got to be nice to yourself. Hey, don't just twist this amount and read you well. You know as well as I do that that's not me. Womp womp womp. I mean, so yeah, he said that. So almost not him, and he's not him. But I mean, all right. I mean, you know what? Instead of trying to go for the crazy interpretation and try to go for the loop-de-loops, I'll give you the point. So on two occasions, he said one time that Alma's not him, and he said one time that Luhan is not really him. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Spadex said, took me a minute. Also, I really appreciate the love. It's part of the passion, as I'm sure you know. Oh, well, 100%. Exactly. Like, that's the problem. When people get passionate, people think people are angry. It's not about the anger. It's about the passion. You know, and sometimes that comes across as being angry or being, like, volatile or something like that. It's like, no, I'm hyped up. I want to talk about this. Like, let's go. I'm disagreeing with you, but I want to disagree. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good conversation. It's called debating. It's fantastic. And it's not debating in the sense that I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, I'm wrong. It's like, we both agree we love this goddamn series. Let's debate the small things. You know what I mean? But we have a similar passion towards the same product, you know? It's not like I say, your product sucks, you say my product rules. It's like, no, we both love this product. Let's talk about the ins and outs of the product, you know? Spade said, it's a mental thing for Shen, not a genetic thing. I mean, maybe that could be the case too. Spadak said they're all related, just Shen has weird views on his clones. He has very strange, weird views on his clones, yeah. So I wouldn't take anything he said with a grain of salt exactly. But anyways, let's jump back to it. Oh my god, we've been going an hour and a half. I wanted this done in... Well, I didn't actually have a timeline for this, so we're fine. Please reload. There we go. And once again, everyone, we didn't make the tier, but Yamagohan is obviously above everybody. We can all accept it. Kazi the Super Saiyan is above it. We all know it. We don't even need to show it. Okay? So, anyways, let's continue on. So, we have Mikitsuchi Ri. Alright, this is a good one. I think that's fair. A tier, mid pack. Same with Misasa. Misasa, I'm gonna put right around here. Like, we haven't seen enough from these characters. We know they're top tier, but we don't see enough from them. So we can't put them in unknown because we know what they can do. We just don't know exactly how far they can go. Like Lu Ten now, because A tier is getting a little crowded, I'm going to put him at the bottom of B tier, or the top of B tier, along with Seki's master. One of them, I'm going to put him at the top of B, because it's just like, can't load up A that much. There's not that many A-list fighters. At some point you have to say, yeah, no, you're not an A-lister. Mokochi, I think bottom of B. Yeah. He did pretty good. No, you know what? I'm gonna put him in the middle of C. Middle of C. Because he did good against Rahito, but this is before Rahito evolved, and Rahito was holding back, so definitely C. In fact, you know what? He's probably right below Bando. Yeah, I'd put him right around there. Gamukaku. Here's the problem. Here's what everybody has the problem with, and this creates the entire issue with the whole Shen statements, is his fight with Gao goddamn Mukaku on blood thinners, Tylenol 3, and every other goddamn Vicodin the man could get his hands on. So, my problem with that fight is that if we discount that fight, it literally opens up a total, like, yeah. Alright, so Gao Mukaku. Old man Gao Mukaku is... Yep. Let them all come at me. He's not that great anymore. I'm sorry. Maybe he was strong once upon a time. But the blood thinners... Shen brought it up. The blood thinners, all the shit, the doping he was doing was keeping him in a prime, long past his prime. And he was literally using every tactic in the book just to kill Shen. In a one-on-one, I mean, Oma recognized him as a monster, but, I mean, he's recognized Hatsumi as above him. He recognized Setsuna as a monster. He recognized... So, realistically, Realistically, Gamukaku without the prepared Shaq. Mikazuchi, Luhan, Setsuna. I mean, I just don't see them losing. Do you? I mean, he's strong, and I'm not saying these guys win out, but I don't see him beyond. He's not S tier. He's just not. The S tiers would destroy him. They really would. He's not, just because Shen dumbed himself down to play with him for a bit, everyone has thought that he's this guy. And he was a disappointment. I'm disappointed too, but Gamukaku is shit. In fact, the fact that I don't put him in B tier, you should be fucking happy. Now this motherfucker is a loser. Okay, no, not this guy. He's a punk. Or he's a street thug. No, I was talking about this guy. This guy's a loser. He's the one who fought against Koga, I believe. Gozo. Gozo, unfortunately, I love this man, but we have to put him in the bottom of C tier. Because he's just not that good. In fact, now we have to probably put him at the top of Street Thugs. He's just not that good. You know, I love Gozo, but he's just not that good. Now, here comes the guy. Here comes the guy. Now, when I was married, I was happy. Still married, and I'm not happy anymore. But Mutaba. The man, the myth, the legend, the man who makes every single divorced, married, I don't care, separated man feel incompetent in the bedroom is going in B tier, baby. I think he's the top of B tier. Yep, I think he truly is. He could be A tier. I would accept that too. Have to wait and see. Naiden, I'm actually gonna put him B tier, right around Louis Hein, somewhere around there. Lu 10. I don't even know who this is, so that's unknown. And Nezu, once again, he's a bit of a street thug. But he goes up above Falcon. Because fuck Falcon. In fact, Chiba above Falcon. Above Falcon. We hate Falcon. Falcon fucking sucks. But let's see what people are saying about this in the chat before we continue. So I'm sure we're going to get a lot of disagreements. Thank you guys, by the way, for the 12 likes. My God, but there's only 3 people left. What happened? What did I say? What did I do? Let's see. So 100% should be how we already had that. Took me a minute. Spade said it's a mental thing for Shen, not a genetic thing. Spadex said they are all related, just Shen has weird views on his clones. Stranger said Griever travels 50 years into the future to talk to his future past self. Griever, is the basement done? Future Griever. Pretty much, yep. There's a... Nah, still no money. Exactly. Spag said, Gao is 100 weird. I don't disagree. There's a lot of weird things, like his Nico style is more weapons based, so hand to hand wouldn't be the same. His stamina is shit. He's on steroids. Yeah, see, it's so impossible to gauge Gao. And we base Shen's power and Gao's statements on how he is. And it's just, I don't like it. But I do think he was still strong at that point, enough to kind of challenge Oma. Yeah, challenge Oma, but so can Koizen. Like, that's my point. A B tier can challenge Oma. Can they beat him? You know, I still think Oma at the time could have won their fight. Yeah, see that? Yeah, Spade, you and I are on the same wavelength. Anybody in the S tier could have beat Gao Mukaku. There's a Mutaba as that guy. Yeah, Mutaba, who makes us all feel inferior in the bedroom. Mutaba. We gotta go with Mutaba, people. And apparently everyone's lost interest in this because I only have one person watching. This is so sad. But yeah, so either way, I'm keeping Gao in A tier, but mid-level. Now, Jean-Luc. Just below Rahito, I think. Just below Rahito in winners. Nikita, he's kind of a punk, honestly. Oh, well, oh, Jesus, I grabbed the wrong guy, but yeah, no, you're not a punk, you're a loser, unfortunately. Probably above these two guys, but still. No, I was going with you. You are basically the top of punks. This guy is one of those woo weirdos or something like that. He's a street thug. He's probably around here. Something like that. Maybe. Tiger Nico. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put him, and everyone's going to hate me for this. Ever since his fight with Setsuna, I say he's A tier. It's not S tier like everybody thinks. Setsuna proved that he could kick the shit out of him and nearly beat him and kill him. So anybody you put above Setsuna immediately can kill Tiger Nico. And since I put Hatsumi and Kuroshi above Setsuna, I think that they can kill Tiger Nico. I'm not saying that it's an easy fight. I'm saying that guys that can... Anybody who can beat Setsuna can beat Tiger Nico. So there. Now we have Natoku. This is a weird one too. Okay, so he's pretty strong. Lost to Lou. Hard time against the Fang. I'd put him, you know, he probably could beat a lot of these people. I'm going to put him right around here, just above Cosmo. Because I feel like on a rematch he would beat Lou. You know? Oma. I mean, obvious S tier. Probably right above. I'm going to put Oma right below Agito, but you know, that could change, but we haven't seen Oma in full form, but I'm putting him below Agito and Kuroki, but above Edward Wu. Yeah. I think Oma has reached that level. We just haven't seen it yet. Okubo, I'm definitely putting at the... Shit. Okubo's right behind Mutaba in the winners tier. The fourth Fang of Matsudo, from what we know of him, he's obviously a great fighter. I would put him in the middle of B tier to high B tier. We don't know enough about him to say enough. We do know that he's incredibly accomplished. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the fourth Fang of Matsudo beat some A tiers. It wouldn't surprise me. But you know, B tier is getting a little crazy. Ryan, obviously, going up here into S tier right now. Current Ryan above Edward? Yeah. Right below Oma. I'm taking it. Retsudo's A tier. From talk and feats alone, he's obviously A tier, but I think I'm going to put him on the bottom of A tier. I don't think he's as strong as people are making him out to be. Terrible panel for Roland, but Roland is obviously S tier. I think we put him just above Gilbert. Definitely above Dorota. Do we put him above Joji? It's hard to place him, really. I think we put him below Gao Lang until we see the end of the tournament, but yeah, we're going to have to go with that for right now. Yeah. Let's see what the chat's saying about all this. Sure, somebody's pissed. JC said, that's not fair. Tiger Nico didn't take him seriously and was caught off guard. My give a fuck factor is 0, baby. I could argue that about a lot of people who lost their fights. Or people who had no fights at all. Ryuki, I would give... Okay, where did I place Koga? So, Ryuki, I would say, is right below... right in here, in the C-tier fighters. I think he's below Justin, Adam, the Masakis. You know, he might be able to beat Jose. No, he can't beat Jose. Yeah, he's above Koga, but not quite. Sao Pang is definitely going places. He is probably up here in the B tier, I would say. So we haven't seen shit from him lately. He's at the street thug level now. Seki is right up right here in the winners. Yeah, he's right there in the winners. Yeah, I think he's right there. Our 7th Fang of Matsudo is probably, I'm going to say, he goes in the B tier. Hard to gauge his fighting style, but we're going to put him below Rahito. We're going to put him right around here, mid B tier. I think that's fair. Tarashi is definitely a street thug. You know, probably way down here, yeah. This motherfucker is all meat and no means. Still has a lot of power. I'm thinking right above. I'm thinking one of the Misakis would be able to do it. Maybe. I think Adam, maybe Justin could do it. Like, you know. Like, once again, this is all based on... It's not based on everybody above you could beat you. It's just that how many people could you beat. You know. And then Wakatsuki. So, Wakatsuki is obviously going up here, and he's in A tier. I think we put him right below Tiger Nico and Setsuna. I think Waka could beat Setsuna. Now, Willem's a little bit of a bitch. So we're going to put Willem's going to go right up here to Alan. Right up here by Alan. Because he had the same success rate as Alan. This motherfucker, I mean, he fought against Edward 2 for 2. Did pretty good. We'll put him somewhere around here in the B class in the winners. Yan. Alright, from what we know of Yan. We have to put him in at least A tier. But I'm thinking that he would lose to... Yeah, I'll put him right there, right above Tiger Nico, top 3 of A tier. That should make a lot of people happy. Yan goes top 3, even though I think that Yan is actually way more hyped up than he should be. Like, Yan is actually gonna get his fucking ass kicked. Like, his first real fight, he's gonna get dominated. He's gonna get destroyed and be like, oh my god, I have these Chinese martial arts that'll do so much damage, and then blah, and he'll be fucking destroyed. I firmly believe that. Ramon is a complete unknown, so I'm not even gonna guess. The 6th Fang, the Traitor Fang, is honestly bottom of B tier, from what we understand. Like, he's not a terrible fighter by any stretch. He's just not that good either. You know, like, he's just not. He's just not. Let's go. We got this random fodder guy. He's a loser. The ghost is a loser. This guy. Oh, yeah. We know he's strong because he was going to go toe-to-toe with Roland. So we got to give him some type of props. I'll just give him the bottom of A tier to be fair. Don't know who this is, so he goes an unknown. This guy is a total loser, 100%. This guy's a loser. Assad is a punk. Right above the medicine man. This guy is actually pretty good, supposedly, but we'll have to put him in the bottom of B tier, I guess. Being one of Misasa's and Retsudo's guys. This is one of Nikoto's guys, so he's worse than Hassad, so the original Inoba guy? Oh shit. Alright, so he's probably pretty good. I'm gonna argue that he's at least... I'm gonna argue he's at least B tier, even in his old age. Yeah, I think that's fair. This guy got his ass whooped. I'm thinking bottom of C tier. The Diva King was a total loser. We already have him. That's Seki's boss. Fushfu, she's a fighter. She's pretty good. Carla, same idea. The Rashin style. Goddamn. The original master of the Rashin style has to be at least bottom of A tier. Oh yeah, this guy, he was a bit of a loser, unfortunately. Obviously, the Koi style master was obviously like a top tier guy. So I'm gonna have to give him at least the bottom of A tier. This bodyguard was basically bottom of fighters. Yeah. No, actually, he was in Street Thugs because these guys could take him. Long Ming here, he could definitely take some fighters, so we're gonna have to up him up to probably around here. No, I don't think he could beat the Fang, so yeah, maybe around there. One of the Cure Clan guys, bottom of C tier. Yeah. We already had, once again, this guy, so we'll find him a slot. Just gotta find him again. Right there. Same character, different slot. And then Takita Nico himself, the real one. The real one. Question is, where to rank the dead? I think that's a fair placement for the man. as number 3, or number 4 if you count Jerry Tyson. Alright, so let's see what the chat's saying about all this. She said, that's not fair. Tiger Nico didn't take seriously and was caught off guard. Yan went toe-to-toe with Agito. We don't know that. They never actually fought. They just stared at each other. She said, I learned that being a fang doesn't mean shit. Spade said, I do want to discuss some of these placements, but I think I took up plenty of time and you seem a bit sleepy, so I might wait till the list is finished. Well, now the list is finished, so, and it has been 2 hours, and it is 2 in the morning, so, anything you want to say, like, let's go. Yeah. I mean, I gave Yan, in my opinion, I think I gave the Worm a good showing. I gave Yan and Tiger Nico spots that I don't think they even fucking deserve. Edward was far more impressive than any other fucking Worm, and Gilbert hasn't shown me shit, so the fact that I put them on the fucking list at all, you know what I mean? Like, where's my showcasing? Yan and Nagito just went, doom. 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 And that was it. Kuroki and Shen were the ones who kicked the shit out of each other. And Agito has apparently evolved since that fight, quote unquote, so there's a lot there. I'm just waiting for the chat to come in, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm sure Spade is typing up a goddamn essay, and it's going to be epic. So I'm waiting for it. Oh, here we are, first part. Just like, Nico underestimated, Satsuna didn't use any serious moves and was joking around the entire time, etc., etc. But if you put this in a video or a post, I'll give my 2 cents. I must have said something in reference to this. Yeah, because Spade was making sense to me up to that point, but I literally do not understand what he's referencing right now. That being said, I have been literally talking for 2.5 hours, so God knows what I said. Dragon's Rage said, so Griever, how do you feel about venture into power scaling? Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I feel absolutely fantastical, and I once again think that, this is what America needs. America needs a wall of power scaling built on the backs of fucking people of other countries, and they should build this. Oh wait, I'm going off on something on there. Am I making fun of somebody? I think I am. Crazy. And I'm Canadian. All we do is laugh at the burning fire that is the South. Yeah. So, power scaling is absolutely awful. Drinker said you should do more of these. So please, no. Spirit said Tiger Nico, not regular Nico. Oh, okay. So let me reread that. Just like Tiger Nico. Serious move. I was talking around the entire time. Except. Oh. You mean Tiger Nico was joking around with Setsuna and didn't take him seriously and got fucked? Well, I could argue that Kuroki Gensai wouldn't get fucked. Edward Wu got sneak attacked literally like 17 times. Didn't get fucked. I don't know. The whole Tiger Nico didn't take him seriously, that's Tiger Nico's fault. So, he's shit. Daniel said, Griever for president 2025. No. Love of God, no. No. I don't want to be president. I don't want to... Well, first off, I'm not born in the USA, so I couldn't be president. Which is something you guys should change, because Arnold Schwarzenegger could have been president if you guys didn't have that little shitty rule. Number two is that I don't even want to be Prime Minister of Canada, let alone President of the USA. You know what the problem with me being President of the USA would be is that I would get rid of all the racists. And the problem with doing that is I would have to eliminate like 40% of the population overnight. That would suck. You have to get rid of the white supremacists. You have to get rid of the KKK. You got to get rid of all the billionaires because they're all racist. And yeah, it would suck. Nobody would like my rule. My rule would be humanity. On history, 300 years in the future, my plan would look beautiful on paper, terribly executed, and I'd be gunned down in a year. So, no. Jesus said, power scaling in Kengan is not important in Kengan. Anyone can beat anyone. I mean, no. No, that's not true. Because Inaba will never beat Oma anymore. Rihito will never beat Kuroki Gensai. I mean, how many others? Mutaba will never beat the Connector. You know what I mean? Like, we do have rules. Spade said, you could just argue Tiger Nico underestimated Setsuna way more than Edward due to the cure. Someone like Kuroki took Setsuna seriously off the rip and was still cautious because of curios. Once again, I'm not denying Setsuna's lethality. Dangerous ass motherfucker. And even then, we're mere crazes were cracking Kuroki's ribs. That's my point. Is that the fact that Tiger Nico must have had all this information and still, then he's a moron. Which means he'll be a moron in the next fight. That's my point. Like, your point is Kuroki took, as a master, knew he could kick his ass, still took him seriously, still got hit and went, God damn this boy. You know? Tiger Nico is overconfident, and that is his weakness. So, he's just going to do an Edward Wu all over again. And that's my point, is that Tiger Nico is not nearly as strong as people think, because he's going to do what he did against Setsuna. He's like, I'm the best around. No one's ever going to beat me down on the bed. Is that blood? Am I bleeding? Oh, shit! Boom. And he's going to have no one to blame but himself. If he does it a second time, he's even more of an idiot. Alright? See, the difference between Tiger and Kuroki is that Kuroki took all of his opponents seriously. Even Rihito. Even when he went up there and he went, listen, man, you got no fucking shot. And he cut him and he went, oh, not bad. But he wasn't even blocking. But Kuroki even said, oh, didn't know you could do that. Shit. You know, even Kuroki acknowledged, I guess I should have blocked that shit. So, that's my point, is that Tiger Nico has the confidence of Kuroki without the skill level of Kuroki. That's the problem. He should not have taken him so lightly. And that's his issue. Taking Setsuna lightly was fucking stupid. JC said, Sandra's writing is unpredictable. He can come up with some bullshit and try to explain it away. I mean, yeah, but I do think that the restaurant scene made Gilbert, Willem, and Tiger look all terrible. It really did. It made them all look like shit. Spadex said, well, being egotistical doesn't make you not strong. It just means Nico needs to not be as egotistical. Exactly. But Edward was, and he died for it. Just saying. Edward's is egotistical, and that's why he died. So, yeah. Kuroki is too strong and yet humble. That's why he's the best. All these other characters are like, I'm too strong to die. And they walk on that fucking heavenly path and think they're above dying. And that's what makes them easy to kill. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. I think I'm kind of done. I think I'm really tired. It's like, it's 2 in the morning. Yeah. Ugh. Dream Page said, random reporters. So, what are you gonna do with your your presidency? Guru said, I'd get rid of all the racists, random reporters. So, what are you saying is no government? I mean, a little bit. My first job would be outlawing anybody flying a Nazi symbol. Then I'd get rid of anybody with a white supremacist mandate. It'd be total anarchy. Then I would advocate for people who I would try to get rid of the church. As a mandate. Not as a faith thing. You could be a part of the church, but I would strip the church of all tax evasion and all power. So the church would be able to have free land. I wouldn't property tax the churches. All the land that they currently have is fine. But we would, so they'd still be tax exempt in that regard. But we would no longer provide anything for the churches in any capacity. I don't care if they're Muslim churches, Catholic churches, Christian churches, Buddhist churches, whatever. No. If you buy the land legit, you get to keep the land, and as a religious building, I will not charge you property tax. However, that's where my contributions end. I don't charge you property tax for a religious site. That's it. I'm not giving you handouts. I'm not giving you shit. You have your followers come to you day to day. I'm not putting up maintenance. I'm not doing shit. Because you have decided your religion, and I, as a government, cannot concede that we agree with one religion and not all of them at the same time when they all contradict each other, and I'm not getting into that goddamn war of people with religions. God damn it. You know what I gotta do? You're like Sinbad. Buy an island, start my own country. Anybody who doesn't like my rule, get the fuck off my island. Dictatorship 101. It will work. It works on a small scale, by the way. Dictatorship works on a small scale 100%. Because if you have someone who has really great ideals, and you get like 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people, it'll work. It just doesn't work for 6 million. Or 32 million. Or 60 million. You know, that's when you get the problem. But on a small scale, dictatorship works. Like, follow my rule or leave. Like, it's the one thing that I'm good about Russia. Like, I'm already signed up to go on a rotation as a trade to go fight for Ukraine and shit like that. But I will say that the one thing that Putin said that actually resonated with me was like, Russia is for Russians. You come into our country and you want to be treated better than the people born here? No, it's not going to happen. Sorry. You chose to come to our country. We didn't come to yours. So the Russian people will always be first. You are second-class citizens, and therefore, when every Russian mouth is fed, then you will be fed. Not before. And I did have respect for that because I'm seeing it here in Canada right now. I'm seeing so much immigration. And it's a good thing. But I'm also seeing a bunch of starving Canadians at the same time. And I'm sitting there going, why? This wasn't a thing 10 years ago. We didn't have homelessness here in this province 10 years ago. We had like 20 people who were homeless. Now we have 2,000. What happened? You know, and I don't know what to blame. Do I blame immigration? Do I blame COVID? Do I blame the poverty line? What do I blame? I don't know, because I don't know every single story, so I got to go around. It's crazy. Spade said, yeah, I agree, which is why I hope Nicholas' next fight is a true fight, not as much ego. You think Nicholas is going to actually get another fight? Spade said, but it's all good, very cool stream, go get some sleep, guy, you need it. Thank you very much, Spade. Dragon's Rage said, if you ever decide to run, remember who gave you the idea. Yeah, I'll definitely say, and Dragon's Rage is my sponsor. Yeah, I'll do that 100%. Meta's here said, I have missed the stream. Yes, you did. Did you really put Gal Lang on the same tier as Kuroki and Ryan? 100%. Blame the minorities. Why would I do that? They're not to blame. The government's to blame. They're the ones who did everything in the first place. Anyways, yeah, that is it from me, guys. I am exhausted. It's past 2 in the morning. But thank you guys so much for being a part of this. All the 12 likes, all the chat from Meta, Spade, Dragon, JC. We had, who else in here? JC. Someone else called Dragon, I think. We had Patrick. We had Got Any Grapes. We had Patrick. No, there was somebody else. I know. We had John Cedric Santos. We had Dominus Musarian Long. We had if I missed somebody, I apologize, because we did have we had Trojan. We had Trojan Football 19. Yeah. So I think I covered everybody, but all of you made the stream possible. Like, we had a great chat going. We had a great discussion about this power scaling. It was fantastic. I do hope to do more of these in the future. I don't know what about, because now that I've caught up to, Kengan Omega and stuff, What will I power scale next? I have no idea. I don't cover enough series that are worthy of power scaling, but we did. This is my own personal opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with it, but I don't like the worm characters, so they got lower billing. It is what it is. Dragon said, good stream, future president. Thank you, Dragon. Matt said, good while it lasted. Well, you can always watch the VOD when it comes out, so... but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. 12 likes, couldn't ask for more. Thank you guys so much on this wonderful Saturday. So, thanks guys. See you back here next time for more Kengan Omega content. I'm looking towards maybe even doing a couple of collabs with bigger Kengan YouTubers in the future. Definitely mention it to your favorite YouTubers, because I already did one with Dio. I've done one with Misk. But there are bigger YouTubers out there that maybe want to collab with me. I want to collab with them. Who knows? We could do a few discussion videos. So, we'll see what happens. Thanks guys for watching. Take care. See you next time.